Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Level M Diecast. We are bringing you Hotwheels action today, but we are going to do something a little bit different just because these sets have been beat up. So we're just throwing these together. We're going to do a little bit of a versus battle, I guess you can say. So we're just going to go through. So we're going to start off. Obviously, we're covering Ronin Run and Auto Strasse. These have dropped basically right on top of each other. Car culture is pretty far behind. Just overall in general, so we're kind of getting them kind of quick. So number one in Ronin Run is the 95 Mazda RX-7. This is not the first time we're seeing this casting in premium. This casting has also been a super previously. Number one for Auto Strasse, this is the 72 Mercedes 280 SEL 4.5. This is also not the first time we're seeing this in premium. We've seen this once before in normal car culture, and then of course in the Target 2-pack. Taking a look at the back of each card, there is the deets, shows the other models in the mix, and yes, we are going over the whole mix. No chases though, but we will, go over what is the chase if we get to that model, and then, let you guys know. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and crack the first one, pull out our blue Mazda RX-7, and it's a little bit of a conundrum. Because we've seen this one as a super in blue. So kind of weird to see this in premium as blue. Taking a look at the rear deets. Does say, there we go. Looks like twinning on there, I guess is what it says on the plate. Looks like maybe California plate. Does come with the 5 spokes. Looks pretty good though. Does have nice prints on there. Looks very, very nice. It's a nice premium casting for sure. It looks pretty good. I like the color. Definitely a much, much different blue than what we saw in the Super, but it still looks good nonetheless. I think this casting will be pretty popular in this particular set. No doubt about that. We'll throw that guy right there. Go ahead and take our look at our first Auto Strasse. Pull out our Mercedes. This one does have a little bit of a plastic specialty on there. This one comes in a ridiculously nice almost kind of a military metallic green. Looks super, super good. I think this is by far the best color we've seen. There is the plate deets on there. Looks amazing. Get that zoom in there. Benz 280 it says on the plate, which is very, very nice. Very nice details on this one. Not a huge fan of the wheel. They use this same wheel on the very first one, but the Target 2-pack, we got the I think we got the 12 spoke, I think of what it was. But this one is fantastic. It's just got that perfect stance to it. Front end looks absolutely fantastic. So, and then there's your base deets. Flip that around the right way. Looking very, very good. R42 is our base codes on these. So throw this guy down there. So our first battle, I would have to say, is definitely going to go to the Mercedes. A little bit of biased here. Next up, we're going to take a look at Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo in red. This is also not the first time we're seeing this in premium. This was in Modern Classics as well in yellow. And then, of course, the E46 BMW M3. We've seen this a bunch of times. Tons of premium versions, and also saw this in the box set. We've seen this in Team Transport as well. Kind of interesting. Both of these are red. So that is a pretty nice, battle, heads-up battle. So we'll pull out our 300ZX right out of there. This guy also comes with a little plastic protector. Get some of this cardboard out the way. There is our nice 300ZX. Does come with the 6 spokes, which is a very, very nice wheel for this vehicle. It looks good with the black. I especially like all the prints in the back. Of course, it says 300ZX on the plates. 300ZX between the tail lights, which is really good. And then, of course, there's Nissan as well. And twin turbo. That is very, very nice. This is an excellent casting, by the way. Absolutely excellent casting. This is the Z32Z, by the way. So this one looks pretty good. A little bit of info too. These headlights that were on this 300ZX also made their way to the Lamborghini Diablo. Yes, they shared headlights. That is a fact. That one looks really good though. That one's going to be hard to beat. It says Nissan on the front too. So throw that guy right there. And then we'll pull out our E46 M3, which is equally a absolutely fantastic casting. No doubt about it. This is the most popular wheel for this casting. It's been on this casting almost every single version. Nice, good prints on the front. Looks fantastic, of course. Just a standard red, standard gloss red. Nothing fancy with it. Does have your nice M3 fender on there. That was a trendsetter when this came out. That was a new innovative design. Of course, it says BMW M3 in a very Euro plate. Looks fantastic. Exactly what you'd expect. This one looks pretty good. And then, of course, it does have a painted gloss black base. There you go. So pretty good casting. So between the two of those, I'm definitely going to have to go with the 300ZX. Definitely a much, much better version. Moving on to number 3 of each. Ronin Run's going to bring us the 81 Toyota Starlet KP61. This is only the second time we're seeing this casting. And, of course, it's only been in premium. It did debut in the Toyota series. And then, of course, the Lamborghini Urus. This is the standard mainline casting. This is not a new casting. I do believe this is the first time it's been in premium, though. But don't quote me on that. I can tell you that this is the first premium that I currently have in my collection. But if it is a previous premium casting, definitely drop a comment and let me know. Let me know where it came from as well. Might have to go and pursue that myself. Let's see if we can. It always happens. I always get at least one time that it just doesn't want to cooperate. So there we go. I particularly like this casting a lot. I love 80s cars. I am very biased towards them. This one is no exception. It does say Toyota in the grill. It's very weird because the grill has these kind of grates on there, so hard to get some lighting in there, but this looks fantastic. Of course, works wheels. Looking very, very good. It's equipped there on the quarter panel. Nice purple color. Very, very nice metallic purple color. It's way, way darker purple than it shows on the camera. Kind of shows a little blue on the camera for some reason. Then, of course, there is your plate details in the back. Of course, it is a Japanese plate because they did not sell the Starlet in the U.S. as far as I'm concerned. If they did, they probably sold it under some other name. Base deets, there we go. It's kind of a matte / wrinkle black base. So put that guy down right there. And then, of course, we'll move over to Auto Strasse and take a look at our Urus. This one has absolutely enormously gigantic wheels on it. Giant deep dish 5 spokes. Look at that, how deep those are. But it fits the casting very, very good. So we'll just start with the base since we're looking at that. So R40, this one was made pretty much before everything else was. But you'll see it is very flush with the body. So that is a very, very good choice for the wheels. I think that the wheels definitely help a lot. Of course, premium, so looks good. Does have all your standard prints on there. A little bit of a side swipe there. Nothing fancy. There is the deets for the exhaust. Looks like mine got a little bit of a chip right there from the factory. It happens. It is what it is. It does say Lamborghini in the taillight bar. It's okay. It's okay. Not a very good one. It's not a very good casting. Not a very good premium, but it is a good wheel donor. I will tell you that. Definitely going to be a good wheel donor. So between the two of those, I think it's more than obvious that the Starlet is the smoking winner. All right. This is the most brutal mashup we've had thus far because, for one, this is the best we've ever seen this 22B Impreza by far. Of course, we've only seen it in premium, I think, once or twice. So, a bunch of main lines, but I think it's only been premium once or twice. But this is a brand spanking new casting over here, 73 Volvo 142 GL. This is the Chase, if you get a Chase, obviously. This would be the matte black Chase. Of course, 0 of 5. I have seen that in person, although I have not been in the position to purchase it, unless I wanted to, take a mortgage out of my house. But it is fantastic. I will admit it is a very, 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 very good Chase. Very, very good Chase. So we'll just go ahead and get our Impreza out of here, which seems to be a very, very popular model. Looking absolutely fantastic in this orange color. Of course, it does have your WRX on the back there. It is printed super small, 22B. So, taillights look good though. Of course, the metal spoiler is always a nice addition. I do like the, I think these are 10 or 12 spoke wheels. I like these wheels. I think it's perfect fit for this particular model. Of course, your full front, tampos. And then, of course, full carbon fiber hood. Looking fantastic. There is some print on the side mirrors. Of course, it is right-hand drive, which is super cool because 22B was not sold in the U.S., although we did get the two-door Subaru Impreza here. So there you go, 22B STI version for the Subaru Impreza. So that one is pretty good. I think that one looks pretty nice. So we'll put that guy there. A little bit of orange flavor for Ronin Run as well. And then, of course, our 73 Volvo 142. Brand spanking new casting. Personally, I am pretty excited for this particular casting. I like Volvos, especially in die-cast. Nice prints on the front. Of course, you got your nice Volvo cross in the grille, looking fantastic. It does have a really nice, kind of a, not a fully slammed stance, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Excellent metallic turquoise. Looks really, really, really good. Left-hand drive on this particular one. So very, very good casting. The wheel choice is good. I'm not too sold on chrome, but it still looks pretty good. And then, of course, there is your plate. Deets on there, 73 142 it says. Looking fantastic. S, I'm assuming, is for Sweden. Sweden. Looks super, super good. There is the gas cap as well. Very, very nice. There are no hanging off bumpers or anything, which looks pretty good. Had that right the first time. There is your base deets for this brand new casting. R41, looking fantastic. 2022 Mattel. Whew, that is a hard one. I'm going to have to go with the Volvo because it's a brand new casting. I know. Most of you guys are going to want the Subaru, but I got to go with the Volvo. Which brings us to the very last model, and it is not even fair. This is not even a fair comparison. This is not even fair at all. Number 5 of each set, of course, you have your RX-7 FC Pandem. That is a brand spanking new casting, and yes, that is the chase piece for Ronin Run. It is, of course, in matte black, or I'm sorry, just black, like all the chase pieces. It's okay. It's okay. I haven't really seen it in person, but pictures it's not that great. This one didn't look that great in pictures, but in person it was really, really good. So maybe I'll get swayed, but I doubt it. And then, of course, on this side, Alpine A110. I think this is the first time we're seeing this in premium, although this is a basic range casting. Been around for a while. There are several versions. Again, if this has been in premium, drop a comment. Let me know. So let's just go ahead and get into this FC, which is easily going to be the most sought-after model in the entire Ronin Run sets. For a couple reasons. Obviously, it is RX-7. It is a brand new casting. It is JDM. And, of course, it is Pandem on top of that. So there is your rear deets looking fantastic. Does say FCRX7. Looking very, very good. Greddy, Mazda. Pandem, just a little Pandem on there. Super, super small 6 spokes. Teeny tiny. They're like 6 millimeter 6 spokes. So that looks pretty good. Of course, there is a Greddy logo right there on the quarter panel. Toyo tires as well. This casting is very wide. You'll see it does have an integrated roll bar in there, which is very nice, which is a separate piece. So definitely an upscale print for sure, or upscale casting, I should say. What I was going to say is the print on the hood scoop is done pretty good. Very nice to have that detail on there. Of course, it does have more Greddy on the front. The lights and stuff look pretty good. Very, very simple prints, but it looks very, very effective. Does sit pretty low as well. Again, very, very wide. Very, very wide. Definitely wider in the rear than the front, like you'd expect. White painted base to match R43. Again, is the date. So a little bit of spacers in there as well on the wheels to get them to right to the edge so that they could probably put a different wheel on here at some point in time. But that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good for the FCRX7 for sure. Like I said, it is a pretty decent sized casting. And of course, Alpine 110, totally not fair. This is an absolute bloodbath to roll out with these two sets. Alpine's trying to take off. Now, I will admit, I think this looks good. It looks good as a premium. The prints look good. It does say Alpine on the side. I think the wheel choice is very nice. Now, I will point out, if you look at the back of the card, you'll see the Alpine did come with, originally was going to come with blue wheels. For whatever reason, they decided to go with just black. I think it would have been a nice eye-catching addition if they did it in blue. But unfortunately, they just went with black, and it still looks good. It's just not as good. I do like these stripes down the center. That looks really, really good. Red, white, and blue. They kind of offset in the middle. You see the colors switch from side to side. So that looks pretty good. This is a very deep metallic blue. It's not really black. You can see that in the reflection. There's a lot of good prints on this, though. It says 31 on the hood. The whole front end's printed up very, very nicely. All kinds of logos and stuff on there. Very, very nice. Looks very, very good. You got your Alpine logo on the quarter panel. There's a lot of really good prints on this. A lot of really good prints. Of course, it says Alpine on the back as well. So, but like I said, this is just a basic model casting. See, 2018 Mattel. It has been around for a while. So nothing fancy with that. I don't even think I need to announce the fact that the RX-7 has just absolutely destroyed that Alpine. Just absolutely murdered it. Just totally MDK all the way. So there you go. That is Ronin Run and Auto Strasse mashup. Now, I guess the question is, which one do I like more? Well, that's the hard part. I like JDM. I'm kind of getting burnt out with it. There's just a lot of it. They're not really making a lot of the stuff that I personally want to see. We haven't seen R33 Premium for quite some time. I don't know why we can't get some more Skylines in there or whatever. Even the R32 is not used all that often. Or even the R30 that they have, the R31. But I think overall, if I could just pick a few, would be nice. But they're both good. They're both good. And the only good thing about Ronin Run is it doesn't have a dud. I think that this Urus is just trash. It just really is trash. I would take this guy over the Urus any day. So Ronin Run for the win. I'm sure you guys are going to agree with that. But my favorite one of this whole mix has got to be the Volvo, followed by the Merc, and then maybe this Toyota Starlet. So that's just how I roll. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Level in Cast.